people who fought back against bullies. How badly did the bully get hurt? I had to leave my old high school because a girl broke my arm for being an ugly bitch. So, obviously I had to transfer out of there before she broke another one of my bones. I had to leave all my friends behind, but I figured this would be a good thing since I could have a fresh start and meet new people. I was hopeful that this school would be nothing like my old one, and my hopes were answered when this ridiculously pretty boy straight out of the romance novels I read was assigned to be my tour guide. He was really kind, funny, smart, and everyone in the hallways kind of gawked at him whenever we walked past. It was honestly weird getting to see what it felt like to be liked, but I noticed that all throughout he was introducing me to people and people were being friendly. He told me that since I was new at school, I should get acquainted with people so that I wouldn't be lonely, but he reassured me that if I ever did get lonely I could just hang out with him and his group of friends. By the end of the tour, he asked for my number and said I could text him for anything, and he even shared his class schedule with me to let me know when he was free. I was shocked to see that we had a lot of classes together, and I asked him if he was fine if we walked to those classes together, just until I got used to where everything was. He said yes and smiled so bright I swear it almost blinded me. But for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel like I needed to be scared for the next day of school. So, we got used to talking every day. He sat next to me in some classes, introduced me to his group of friends, and made sure I felt included in everything they did. I even realized we had a lot of things in common, like our love for the same movies, music, and mangas. And I knew I was important to him when he bought me a just because gift of one of my favorite mangas. He told me he thought of me when he saw it, and hoped that I thought of him whenever I saw it too. I was done for. After that, I couldn't help but have a crush on him, but there was no way in hell I would ever confess. I was insanely insecure about my appearance because of the bullying I suffered at my old school. It was all because my teeth were highlighter yellow no matter how much I brushed, and no one ever let me forget it. They literally broke my arm over my appearance, but they'd also ask me why my teeth were piss yellow, and they'd leave toothbrushes on my desk with sarcastic notes like "thought you could use this." It honestly made me feel like I was worth nothing. So, I figured that a pretty guy like him wouldn't want to go out with someone like me. I knew him long enough to know he wasn't that shallow, but all that bullying clouded my judgment. I just settled for being his friend instead. However, I had no idea that just being close to him made me a target for bullying all over again. Because as it turned out, the popular girl in school would do anything to get with him, even if that meant terrorizing everyone who got close to him. I learned this the hard way, when she came up to me and called me butter chompers. I immediately got reminded of all the cruel jokes I experienced. I almost cried and would have run away like a coward had it not been for her cornering me. She asked me why I was spending so much time with her man, but I knew he wasn't dating anyone. When I told her that, she asked if I thought that meant I had a chance, and said that he would never go out with someone with teeth so yellow. She called me an embarrassment and told me to leave him alone or else she was going to ruin my life. I wiped away my tears and tried not to let her words affect me, because my pretty boy wasn't an awful person like her. But she made good on her threat after that. She would shove me in the hallways, would sneak into my classes to draw me on the whiteboard with yellow teeth and label them with my name, and she'd ask if I ever brushed. She even convinced some of my friends to start calling me butter chompers as well, saying that if they didn't she would bully them too. The nickname stuck, and it made me even more insecure about my teeth. I tried to smile less, keep my mouth shut, and was terrified